months ago, FC Tulsa were rounding off their season as Western Conference champions. Today, they're back at One Oak Field in their home season opener against old rivals San Antonio FC. Good evening, everybody. Welcome into a beautiful, weather-wise One Oak Field here. Dave Saunders joined by former professional Anna Bergel, and we've mentioned it there. They've had a defeat on the road already this season, Anna, but it's important they make One Oak Field somewhat of a fortress this season again.
Absolutely. I mean, you mentioned opening up the season with a loss, but able to look and see where they can improve, integrating new players, bringing back some core players, so they'll be excited to be at home in front of their home fans.
Talking about excitement, let's roll it back 4 months. What a night here for the USL Championship game between FC Tulsa and Pittsburgh Riverhounds SC. Quite a night.
Absolutely, and what a great opportunity it was for both of these franchises searching for their first USL Championship victory, and nail-biter all the way to penalty kicks, and the Pittsburgh Riverhounds SC fans traveled well. One Oak Field selling out record crowds leading up to this game, and it was one to remember for both of these teams.
We see potential.
Congratulations to Pittsburgh Riverhounds SC, who were the USL champions. FC Tulsa, of course, the Western Conference champions. We'll be back after the break with those all-important lineups, and of course your first half call for FC Tulsa versus San Antonio FC.
You can feel it. In steady hands, in quiet rooms, in every, you're going to be okay. A beat shaped by 100 years of showing up in heart, brain, and trauma care. A place where advanced medicine meets the human heart. Because care isn't just a calling here. It's a promise we've kept for generations. Then, now, always. Ascension St. John.
Get ready, Oklahoma. Something big is coming. Months of building, years of planning, all from a name you've trusted for almost 2 decades. A commercial service center built to serve the hardworking businesses of our state. And it's all happening this March. The all-new Bill Knight Ford Pro Elite, coming soon.
Oklahoma Career Tech. It's where confidence is built.
It's more than just practice. It's developing the skills to build a successful future.
We're doing work that matters.
To more than just us.
So, when a family needs me,
When my community needs me,
When Oklahoma needs me,
I'll be ready.
What does it take to safely transport 1/3 of America's natural gas? To meet the ever-growing energy demands of revolutionary technologies? To cleanly, reliably, and affordably power the world? It takes experience. 117 years worth. Experience that helps society move towards brave new horizons in technology and innovation that continues powering the future of our nation and the globe. Experience powers us.
Well, tonight's match is brought to you by Tulsa Spine and Rehab, a team of specialists in one place delivering lasting pain relief. By Williams, we make clean energy happen. And by Ascension St. John. Ascension St. John is Tulsa's first Level 1 trauma centre, the highest designation a hospital can receive for trauma care. So no matter what, no matter when, we're ready. Visit ascension.org/St. John. Good evening, everybody. Welcome in to One Oak Field. A few clouds in the sky, but it's been a beautiful day here in Tulsa. And let's have a look at the FC Tulsa starting 11. Anna Bergel alongside me. Anna, 3 changes, and there is a start for Owen Dahm tonight.
Absolutely. Owen Dahm in the center. Jalynce Pierre as well on that back right side brings some experience. Sissoko, the captain for FC Tulsa tonight. Tim Bacchus brings a lot of experience from the goalkeeping position as well.
As for San Antonio, just 1 change from their starting 11. That beat Phoenix Rising by 2-1, and that is Emil Cuello, who comes in, the number 22, into the starting lineup as Apart from that, they are unchanged. We are just about ready here for kickoff as FC Tulsa get ready for this home opener against San Antonio FC. Old rivals indeed. Last year, FC Tulsa won by 2-0 here, and away from home, it was a very entertaining draw. FC Tulsa then getting in their huddle. The San Antonio team just getting ready as well in their red shirts. And here we are at One Oak Field. There was a lot of excitement and a bit building up because, of course, the last time the fans were here, yes, as we said in the Open, they lost on the penalty shootout, but they were before that the Western Conference champions. There's been a real buzz of excitement in the last 4 months getting ready for today's game in Tulsa.
Absolutely. I mean, last season, FC Tulsa obviously had an unbelievable season and want to continue to build off of that. They garnered a lot of attention in and around Tulsa, just creating excitement around the sport and bringing people out for the first time and giving them an unbelievable experience with the wins, but also just the fan experience as well. So FC Tulsa has done a great job to continue to build on what they've started on and off the field and hope to, set the tone here early on in this season.
I mean, you and I were here on the commentary for the Western Conference final. That was some atmosphere. And then a lot of Pittsburgh fans, credit to them, travelled a long way to be here for that final. It really was some atmosphere, wasn't it?
It was. And both of those teams, as we mentioned, searching for their first USL Championship trophy in history. So a lot of excitement surrounding that as well. Obviously, congratulations to Pittsburgh Riverhounds SC able to do that. But both of these teams coming away from last season on the front foot. FC Tulsa trying to get even farther than they did last season with high expectations, returning core players, but also the transfer window in off-season very busy as FC Tulsa brought in some players to supplement as well and try to keep the level high on this team for Luke Spencer's squad.
Yeah, in comes Bruno Lappa for his first start for the club. Very experienced up front. Of course, we should say, Taylor Calera, congratulations to him. Record transfer fee. He's gone to Sporting KC, a stadium you know well and a team you know well. He was on the bench last week. He got some minutes and he was a class striker. And it just shows you the kind of player that they're bringing in and can move on to better things here at FC Tulsa. The club is growing.
Right, the club is growing, but also a testament to the USL Championship and the league as well for creating a platform for players like that to come in, play well, get recognition, and find a way to continue playing at the highest level.
The fans are in good voice. The drums are there as always. And away we go. And it's San Antonio kicking from left to right on your screens in those red shirts, black shorts and black socks, up against FC Tulsa in their new kits. We'll talk more about their kits later in the broadcast. Jamie Webber trying to slip the ball through. And that one is out. It'll be an FC Tulsa throw-in. Interesting that they did bring in the Brazilian Ian Anna, who is a centre-back. So it means that Delence Pierre is also really a centre-back. We did see this. He's going to play in that number 6 role in front of that back three in the central midfield.
Yeah, really brings an element of just connecting the back to the front. And we'll get a quick look here at the keys of the game coming into tonight's match. Obviously for FC Tulsa, want to be clinical in front of goal, finish, managing the fluidity from back to front, try to be seamless as they find those passes. And then on set pieces, they've been really crucial. Here's one now with the long throw, want to be able to win those battles.
Owen Dart, long flat throw into the box. There's a header and it's just looped over the top. It was Ian up from the back there, wearing 98. And it's just over the top. Let's have a look at the coaches tonight. And there's Luke Spencer, who Anna could seemingly do no wrong last season. I mean, he brought players in at the right time and, got them all the way to their first home playoff game in franchise history. And only on a penalty shootout, he would have won the whole thing in his first season as head coach.
Definitely earned a ton of respect from his players and just the surrounding area, and wants to continue that momentum again this season for FC Tulsa.
There's Danny Barbier pumping the ball forward. A.B. Sissoko here. He's going to tap it back, but a cross game. Lamar Batista clears right-footed. Harvey Sinclair didn't get a good first touch on that one on the right-hand side, and there's the first free kick, which will go to San Antonio. The referee tonight is Abdu Ndai, supported by Seth Barton and Josh Lampkins. The fourth official tonight is Anthony Sobolewski. And this is going to be a free kick wide on the left-hand side. Everybody back for FC Tulsa, as you would expect early on in this game. Time being taken by San Antonio, as you would expect, to try to get this delivery right. Here it is, into the box, to the far post. That's an easy catch for the goalkeeper. Welcome to FC Tulsa, to Alex Tambakis. Anybody listening in from New Mexico will know what a stalwart he was for their team. Very welcome to FC Tulsa. Yes, that's a ball into the box. Out comes the goalkeeper, Bertrini, and takes that one in his orange kit. There's coach Carlos Llamosa, the Colombian, second season in charge. Last year finished 6th. They lost to New Mexico in the playoff first round. Interestingly enough, in his playing career, he did feature in the World Cup 2002. Shame to say I remember the 2002 World Cup all too well, Anna Bergel. Of course, the World Cup coming to these shores, Canada and Mexico as well. Looking forward to that one. Here's Harvey Sinclair out on the right-hand side. It came off the defender. Bertrini takes that one. There's Harvey Sinclair, who was born in England. He has a Scottish mother, so he has represented both England and Scotland. Jamie Webber with the back heel. Khalil Ahmedkar back to Webber. Webber, good skill from him, brings it to Owen Dahm. Owen Dahm's first touch just took it away from him, and the experienced Alex Cronali came across, and it's going to be another long throw for Owen Dahm, who came on as a substitute last week, played 21 minutes in Sacramento. Here he is with that long throw into the danger area. You can see where the positioning of the players are. In fact, he fools me, and everybody else will go short here to Lapper. Now back to Dahm, and that one will go out. And they will try it again, and this time I think Owen Dahm's saying he's going to put it into the box. A little bit of pushing and shoving seems to be in the world game at the moment, doesn't it? The referee has to, you know, they're all pushing and shoving for position. Referee has to have one little chat early on. There he is, Mr. Dyke, the referee. Lamar Batista is at the back there, wanting to get on the top of this one. Here's Owen Dahm's throw to the near post. Flicked on by Gillespierre. And the first real action in front of goal, taken well by Joey Bertrini. There's Gillespierre, who said playing in midfield, got a little flicked header there, Anna, but just not enough to flick it past the keeper.
Yeah, coming into this game, it was one of the points of emphasis for FC Tulsa was to be clinical on set pieces, and throw-ins included in that when they have the ability to throw a ball in so dangerous in the 18-yard box. Pierre almost puts that one in the back of the net.
7 minutes gone here at Wallen Field, 0-0 between these two great rivals. Ian comes across, the Brazilian cuts that one out. Will be a throw-in on the far side. Let's just have a look in a moment, because San Antonio are just on the attack here. We'll have a look at that flicked header by Gillespierre from the Owen Dahm throw-in. Here's Danny Barbier. Infield to Mitch Tainter, the captain. Left-footed ball. Can't get it over the top of Harvey Sinclair, who's back there to clear the danger. Lapper, good first touch from him. Kocheski was involved in the central midfield, one of FC Tulsa's new signings. San Antonio calming things down again. They had an impressive 2-1 home win against Phoenix Rising on opening day. FC Tulsa were going down by 2-0 to an impressive Sacramento Republic. And that one goes all the way through for a goal kick. Let's have a look at that effort from FC Tulsa, Anna.
And again, the long throw has been dangerous for FC Tulsa. Dylan Pierre almost gets that one in, but Petrini in a good position from a goalkeeping perspective brings that one in cleanly.
There's Alex Tambakis, the Greek, born in Athens, 33-year-old, 5 seasons with New Mexico, 3 seasons with North Carolina back in the day. Very welcome addition to FC Tulsa is Alex Tambakis. We also have Tristan Henry on the bench, who's a very good goalkeeper as well. Throw-in has gone the way of FC Tulsa. Lamar Batista wearing 15, the 21-year-old ex-OKC Energy, North Carolina, Colorado Springs switchback, signed for FC Tulsa on New Year's Day in 2025. Weber to Darm. Darm will go back to Batista. Referee said there was a little nudge there. Well, Tulsa Spine and Rehab are a team of specialists in one place, delivering lasting pain relief. Ian forward to Harvey Sinclair. A little bit of pace from Sinclair into Dylan Pierre. Nearly gave it away, but Koscheski did well to get it out to Owen Darm. Owen Darm now, can he get a ball in? He's still got the ball in. Threads it back to Batista. Batista right for the ball to the far post. Harvey Sinclair comes in the back, just over the top of him. Good build up from FC Tulsa. Just a little bit too much from Owen Darm at the end.
Owen Darm did well there to get into space, driving at the back line, but just gets held up a bit, not able to find that touch on the outside. Keeps the play alive. And Batista coming up from the back, he's been a pivotal player for FC Tulsa last season and coming into this season as well. Gets his head up, just tries to find that ball far post, just a bit too much on it.
Referee said there was a push. He's been right on the spot as the referee, Mr. Ndai. Anna, with a few free kicks. He's not going to let much go here tonight if the first, 10 and a half minutes is anything to go by. He's picking up on a lot of, little pushes and shoves, and I think that's good refereeing.
Yeah, trying to kind of get the off the ball interactions as well to try to keep the players kind of calm early on in this game.
Hernandez is over the ball with Maldonado as well. Those two almost identical to a couple of minutes ago. FC Tulsa holding the line. Tambakis stands on the 6-yard line. Here's the low ball into the box, and Tambakis is right there, and the referee had spotted an infringement anyway, and FC Tulsa have defended that pretty well. Alex Tambakis is 9th in the USL Championship regular season total minutes, over 21,300 minutes. Played 90 minutes for FC Tulsa in Sacramento, plus the 12 or so minutes here tonight. Very experienced goalkeeper to bring in, Anna, at the back for FC Tulsa.
Yeah, that was a big signing for FC Tulsa. I mean, and Luke Spencer has always had the mindset of wanting to bring in good players that can raise the level around them and always breed competition, and bringing someone in like him who knows what it takes, has that kind of veteran presence, will only elevate this team, and so far he's brought that to this FC Tulsa squad.
Yeah, a few have come in, a few have left, as most teams in the league. San Antonio have returned 15 players this season. Have an experienced centre-back pairing with Mitch Tainter and Alex Cronali, both 31 years old. Here's Ian. That one is out, will be a throw into FC Tulsa down that right-hand side. There's Harvey Sinclair. plays as either a right back or a right wing back. Of course, with FC Tulsa playing with those 3 centre backs, plays more of a wing back role. Loves his football. Started his career at the Chelsea Academy there in West London. Comes up to the line now. Long throw into the danger area. Delespierre flicks it on, but it's cut out really well by San Antonio, but they can't feed it up front. And then there's a foul. Cuello was fouled there. There's A.B. Sissoko at the back. Ball will go back to the goalkeeper. And that will be good pressure, high press from FC Tulsa. Sinclair. Lapa couldn't return the favour to Sinclair. Sissoko claiming he didn't make a foul. Referee, I think, agreeing it will be a throw-in. There is A.B. Sissoko, the captain. Stalwart at the back. Been a good signing, second season. Anna, A.B. Sissoko, welcome back to him again for a new season.
Yeah, that's a key for FC Tulsa this season. You mentioned some of the returners, but that defensive kind of core returning with Sissoko, Batista, Pierre, and then bringing Tambakis in, who has that veteran status again, as we've mentioned, as they'll try to find their chemistry and rhythm on the back line.
Erafif with his first touch of the game, really. Good win in the midfield. FC Tulsa just can't get the ball in that midfield, and they've got it back. Referee said it was all ball. Played there from Harvey Sinclair, who cropped up in the middle of the field to win that tackle. Owen Darm down the line. Tainter gets some kind of a flick on, but it falls nicely for the Haitian here, Delespierre. That looked like a handball. Referee agrees, and FC Tulsa will have a free kick a few yards in from the touchline. A chance again for the likes of Sissoko and Batista to come up from the back.
Yeah, FC Tulsa on set pieces can be very dangerous, especially with the height from Sissoko, Batista, in and around the 18.
And it looks like, as we take a look there at Danny Barbia, wearing 17, pretty tall at the back, are San Antonio. Jamie Webber there with the bandage on his right wrist, with new signing Bruno Lapa, the Brazilian. Lapa moves away. Line is being held at the 18-yard line. Here's Webber, flicked on by Lapa, and then in the end Tainter will clear it. Anywhere will do, and you would expect Owen Darm with a long throw. Good pressure from FC Tulsa, but the last 16 minutes gone, it's still 0-0.
San Antonio FC's defense so far has been able to absorb that pressure. FC Tulsa trying to poke and prod off the wings, off of set pieces, but so far San Antonio FC has remained fairly organized.
Owen Darm again with the throw-in. Crowd quietens, expectant here for something to happen at One Oak Field again this year. That is a mammoth throw into the box. Sissoko got something on it. Keeper sprawling. Referee said it would be a goal kick. Just for a moment, the goalkeeper must have had his heart in his mouth, but he dove to his left and it goes away for a goal kick.
Early on in this game, we've seen how FC Tulsa can execute in those dead ball moments. This one almost sneaks into that far post.
Goal kick then to be taken by Joey Petrini. Headed away by Batista. Ian cushions it down for Sinclair. Sinclair goes long, looking for El Medcar. Again, the high press from FC Tulsa, but Akeem Ward, who is playing at right back, foils that danger. Cronali goes back to the man all in orange tonight. Petrini. Maldonado gets things going again in the central midfield. Bit of possession now for the away side. Batista was in on the back of Pirano there, and it will be a yellow card for Lamar Batista. Batista gets his first yellow card of the season. Was a little bit late there, Anna, going in the back. I think referee gets that one right.
And that's meaningful early in the game for Batista as a defender. Now has to really be intentional about tackles. Can't give anything away at the risk of being sent off, with the second yellow equating to a red as you get a look there. We've seen him given both ways, but coming in just a bit late.
And now a yellow card as Batista goes down, and maybe that was Pirano giving a little shove back. I think in the end they've shaken hands, but Pirano there just getting a yellow card. So 1-1 in yellow cards, 0-0 the score, 19 minutes gone. Tinker Federal Credit Union has a checking account for everyone, from high yield checking to everyday spending. TFCU has an account that works for you. Visit a TFCU brand or online at tinkerfcu.org to become a member with one of the nation's leading not-for-profit credit unions. 20th minute here at One Oak Field, 0-0 between these two great rivals. Throw in to San Antonio, playing from left to right on your screens in those red shirts. If you're a neutral tuning in, this is One Oak Field. This is the USL Championship. FC Tulsa last season the Western Conference champions in that man there's first head coaching year for FC Tulsa. San Antonio finishing 6th, going down to New Mexico, who FC Tulsa beat by 3-0 in the Western Conference final. That's Patino wearing 9. He's saying that he did nothing wrong. There was a bit of an arm there, I think. Sissoko felt he got one in the chin there. I think it's all got a bit physical here, Anna.
Early in the season, and emotions running high, players wanting to establish themselves in this game. We'll get a look here at the replay. Depends on the angle, maybe.
Sissoko is okay. He's gone forward. This is a free kick from the South African Jamie Webber. There's Patino. No yellow card there from the referee. 21st minute, 0-0. Again, the line is pushed up. Ian stands in an offside position. Ball into the boxes over everybody, and that'll go harmlessly away for a goal kick. Well, the USL Championship and League One are on CBS Sports and ESPN platforms all season long. Catch live matches and expert analysis every day on the CBS Sports Galazo Network and ESPN Plus. Go to USLChampionship.com or USLLeague1.com for the complete USL TV listings. The matches coming fast and furious at you again at the beginning of this season. Now, I think it's Sissoko who's gone down again, and the referee is just going to sort this one out. I think San Antonio players are saying it was just a clash. It was nothing more sinister than that. A.B. Sissoko is talking to Hernandez. Lappa's in there as peacemaker. Referee has good control of the game. Just a few, clashes, I think, Anna. Really, I don't think there's anything untoward happening out there at the moment.
No, I don't think so. And I mean, it's different dynamic to the first 20 or so minutes of this game. It's had its kind of start-stop moments and teams trying to find kind of that fluidity and momentum. It's been hard to get going. We've seen opportunities off of set pieces, but physical, the start-stop nature, and both teams kind of working their way into this.
FC Tulsa are unbeaten in 5 out of the last 6 against San Antonio. Here's a good ball out to Webber. Webber's got a little bit of space, couple of step over, low into the box. Good header away from Tainter. Kucheski picks it up. Owen Darm. Left-footed, low into the box again. Cronali's there to volley that one out. Good pressure from the home side.
Good experience defending from San Antonio FC to clear those away, but you can see how effective FC Tulsa can be on the wings. That's where they've had most of their dangerous moments in this game. And another long throw upcoming, likely from Owen Dom here.
Plenty of tall players up from the back. But Dom goes short here. Here's Weber again, left-footed. Will spin away for another throw-in. You look at Lamar Batista, 6'5". AB Sissoko, 6'3". They're all up from the back. Everybody back inside the area for San Antonio. Ian battles with Tainter on the goal line. Now the goalkeeper's gone down. Who'd be a referee, hey, Anna? I mean, there's shenanigans going on here. And I think the referee is just calming everybody down. There's the goalkeeper, Petrini, who felt he was stepped on, I think. AB Sissoko chatting with the referee. There's the problem, the right foot. Let's see if we can have a look at what happened with the goalkeeper there. Here you see it, and then Sissoko here. Bumps into the goalkeeper. I think we'll leave it there. He's okay. There's still lots of physicality. Here's Owen Dom's throw. Right into the danger area. And the referee said there was a push by Batista. And the danger has been averted. And San Antonio get the ball out to Danny Barbia, the left back. Certainly it's a physical game. And FC Tulsa, you know, throwing the ball into the box. Certainly could be a feature of the night in this game. Welcome along here to One Upfield on ESPN Plus. Dave Saunders and Anna Bergel with you. Hope you're enjoying this one. No goals to speak of as yet. So in the 26th minute, as Mitchell Tainter will go right-footed up towards halfway. Sissoko there wins the header. Canali down the right-hand side. And that will be shepherded out by Batista. And it will be a throw into FC Tulsa down their left. Good crowd in tonight for this home opener. As Batista gets ready to take this throw in then for FC Tulsa. In their new Phil Tower kits. Volleyed away. Batista gets a header forward, back by Akeem Ward. Sissoko sticks a foot out, and that one will be out for a throw-in. And the referee is just saying that we are going to have the break now, so that the players can get some sustenance on. The Muslim players here at sundown, so we just have a break here. It's AB Sissoko, the Ramadan break here. Both coaches will take advantage of talking to their players, but the players get on the liquids and the food. So far, Anna, honours even. I mean, it's been a physical game, but about right that it's a draw at the moment. 0-0. About right.
Yeah, I think that's right. I mean, both teams coming in trying to work their way into this game. San Antonio FC coming off of a 2-0 victory against Phoenix Rising, wanting to build off of that. FC Tulsa opening up their season with the loss on the road, but an opportunity for them to see where they can improve, where they might need to make tweaks. And Luke Spencer, you see talking to his squad there, trying to find, you know, the right lineup as well. New players coming in, old players. That's always the mix that coaches try to balance early on in these seasons as they make tweaks to the lineup and try to learn their players again and with the new squad. So early on in these these first few games for both teams. Just a lot of changes and trying to find their rhythm.
Got a quick shot there of the new assistant coach as well, Gabriel Zapponi for FC Tulsa. There's San Antonio, who won that first game by 2-1. There is Zapponi, who's in now as assistant coach, along with Alexis Vazarelis, the goalkeeping coach, supporting Luke Spencer. There is, right on cue, the goalkeeping coach, Vazarelis, who's got 3 quality goalkeepers to work with in the squad. And it's going to be interesting, and Alex Tambakis obviously gets the nod now, but that man there is going to be keeping a close eye on everything in the goalkeeping department for FC Tulsa.
And we alluded to that earlier. I mean, the MO of FC Tulsa, and one of the key reasons they were so successful last season was at every position, goalkeeper, midfielder, defender, they've just continued to bring in quality players. Dane Jacquemin as well, coming in to strengthen the goalkeeping lineup, and it just continues to elevate. Again, breeding that competition, wanting the best players to be in that lineup, which equates to tweaks every week.
Here's the throw-in then from Mickey Maldonado. Winding up the arms there. Referee blows the whistle. We're back underway here. Maldonado's throw into the danger area. There's a towering header from Batista, and it will be another throw-in just a few yards further up that right-hand side. Coming up to the half-hour mark, 0-0. Short throw here. Is there a chance for a shot on goal? There is, but it's over the top. As we can tell you that Ascension St John is proud to care for our community on and off the field. Trusted for 100 years. We're here for every goal, every game, every step of the way. Visit us at ascension.org/St John. Here's Ian's long ball down the right-hand side, looking for Bruno Lapper. Oh, it came off Lapper. Cuellar with the throw, throws it back to Danny Barbia. Barbia pushing, and that will be a free kick. Shows my age. I remember Danny Barbia playing in the early days of FC Tulsa and Tulsa Roughnecks for Sporting KC2s up there in Kansas City. Danny Barbia, who actually started back in 2015 with West Bromwich Albion there in the Midlands of England. Also played for Stoke City in the USA. He's played for Miami, Indy 11, Lexington Soccer Club as well, and as I said, back in the day for Sporting KC2s as well. Here's Jamie Webber with the free kick from that right-hand side. Plenty of players in and around the penalty spot. Line being held there, 12 yards away from Bertrini's goal. Here is Bertrini, punches it, not all that convincing. And FC Tulsa will get their first Katrina Frechmack's corner, Anna. Not totally convincing from the goalkeeper there.
No, Bertrini by his own standards could have done better there. Nonetheless, cleared it away from danger, but FC Tulsa with a chance here off of the quick corner.
Here's Webber. Good low ball, flicked on. Where's the ball going to bounce? It's still in the area. Can FC Tulsa get a shot on target? Still it won't go away. Players trying to get the ball from under their feet. Batista here. Darm, good ball in from Darm-Pierre. 7 yards out, would have been spectacular. Just got underneath it. Good pressure from FC Tulsa, and it ended up with Darm-Pierre firing over.
Bit of chaos in the 6-yard box, just trying to find a way through, get the ball out from underneath the player's feet, and all of a sudden pops out. And Owen Dom able to put in a dangerous ball here. And Pierre tries for the bicycle overhead kick and just not able to execute that one the way he wanted to.
FC Tulsa with the throw in. There is a San Antonio player down. You can just see there it is, the number 10, Jorge Hernandez, the 25-year-old. He actually has the San Antonio FC all-time assist record with 21, and he had a season high of 10 assists in 2023, and he was one of 3 players, we should say, who were in the team of the week. Congratulations to those 3. We'll tell you about the other 2 during the broadcast. Ball spins away for a goal kick. Well, you can watch the USL Championship in Spanish on 2DN, the nation's leading Spanish language sports network. Lexington FC take on newcomer Brooklyn FC on Wednesday, March 25th at 7 p.m. Eastern. Go to uslchampionship.com for the complete USL TV listings. 34th minute here at One Oak Field, 0-0. Ian feeds it out to Sinclair. Sinclair down that right-hand side, looking for Bruno Lapper. It did come off a San Antonio player, so it will be a throw-in for Harvey Sinclair. Actually, it's going to be left for Ian, who's playing on the right of that back 3. AB Sissoko in the middle, Batista on the left, and then Owen Darm on the left wing-back position with Harvey Sinclair going down the right. San Antonio want the throw-in, they're not going to get it. Ian was a fantastic signing just at the right time for FC Tulsa last year.
I mean, you mentioned the time. I mean, Luke Spencer continued to kind of bolster this FC Tulsa team as the season continued, as they kept getting better and better, and Ian was one of those players that came in, and it's tough to come in kind of late in the season and integrate into a lineup, and Ian was one of those players that did really well and made a big impact.
Obviously liked it so much, he came back again this season. That's a strong challenge from Cuello. All deemed fair by the referee. No complaints from Batista, who likes a good physical challenge. 35 minutes, 0-0. Crowd staying with it. Lapper back to Ian. Babia chests it down, kicks it into the middle of the field. Bier gets just enough on that one. Owen Darm under some pressure, good drop on the shoulder, crosses the halfway line. Weber got a little bit of a push. Cronales said it wasn't a foul, referee agrees, throw into San Antonio. Cronale back to the captain Tainter. Petrini clears right-footed out, and it's going to be a throw-in. Owen Darm just inside the San Antonio half. We'll leave it for Lamar Batista. Batista volleying it from left to right, brings in Harvey Sinclair on halfway. Intelligent run from Krzyzewski. But good defending from San Antonio, who so far have stood firm with everything that FC Tulsa have thrown at them. And now they've got a throw in midway up that left-hand side. Thanks again for your company here on ESPN+. Dave Saunders, Anna Bogle with you as we look at Emil Cuello, the 29-year-old Argentinian taking the throw. FC Tulsa won it back. Jamie Weber in plenty of space in the middle of the field. That hits the referee, and that will be a possession given back to FC Tulsa. I think that's one of the better rules that came in. I know when you played, when I played, you know, it hit the referee, go in the back of the net, was a goal, wasn't it? But, you know, I mean, to have possession when you've got it here, and poor old referee, I mean, can't get out of the way of that one, but it's sensible that FC Tulsa still have the ball. Here's Batista. Headed away by Cronale, who was also in the team of the week. Scored the second goal, actually, in the 2-1 win against Phoenix last week. Good battling from Krzyzewski, who's one of the signings this year. He played his college ball at Syracuse from 2020 to 2023. Signed from Ventura County, the 23-year-old from Liverpool, New York. Is Ian. Goes long, but that won't go to anyone. Well, from 32,000 miles of infrastructure today to the energy innovations of tomorrow, connecting people to power and communities to their future, Williams, we make clean energy happen. 6.5 minutes to go until the break. Cuellar wide on that left-hand side, goes back to Danny Barbia. Mitch Tainter. Petrini feeds it into Tainter. 7 seasons with San Antonio. What a warrior he's been. Faithful to the club. All-time San Antonio appearance and minutes leader. Unsurprisingly, with that amount of minutes. Here he is on the ball, 6th in all USL Championship minutes. So 2 players on the one on each side with a lot of USL minutes. Tambakis for FC Tulsa and Tainter, the captain for San Antonio. As they come forward again with Cuellar. Cut out well. Lapa gets taken out by the Argentinian. Will be a free kick to FC Tulsa, I think. Lapa stayed down there. Bruno Lapa played his football in South Korea last season, and this one he just gets taken out by Cuellar. He's okay, he's up and about, there he is. Experienced campaigner. 2-time USL Championship All-League select. Five minutes to go till half-time. And we still await the first goal. Keeper comes out, that one's easy. Had a couple of saves last week, did Petrini in the 2-1 win. Pierre just a little bit in front of Gachevsky. And now a little bit of room for Coutinho. Coutinho to the far post. That's a good flick away by Jamie Webber, who's back there defending, and that's the kind of player that Jamie Webber is, Anna, isn't it? I mean, you know, we know what he's like from the dead ball situation, we know what he's like in the number 10 position, but to get all the way back there to help out and defend and concede a corner, that's Jamie Webber's the all-round player, isn't he?
He is, and kind of that end-to-end work ethic, and San Antonio FC in transition hasn't had a ton of opportunity in the run of play, but earns a good chance here, the opportunity to get players forward, put FC Tulsa on their back foot a bit, and force them to defend.
Katrina Freshmack's corner is going to be taken by Hernandez. This will be a left-footer in-swinger. Khalil El-Medkar, you could just see there, back on the 18-yard line. Everybody back for FC Tulsa. Here comes the corner from the San Antonio right into the near post. Delensbier gets a header in it, and Tambakis just has to palm that one over. And it'll be as you were. There's Tambakis' first real action for him tonight. Just has to palm that one over. We have another Katrina Freshmack's corner here for the away side, San Antonio. And we're creeping up to half-time. Just 3 minutes to go until that half-time break. Plus, of course, what the fourth official puts on the board. There is Hernandez. As we said, he's very good at assists. What can he do here? Goes near post. Someone almost sits on the ball. Still an overhead kick here, which is going to be wide of the target from Cuellar, and the danger has been averted. And it's a goal kick. And it's still about right, Anna, that it's a pretty tight game, this one, isn't it? Two good sides, physical sides, you know, and it's still about right that it's 0-0.
It is, and San Antonio FC will be pleased after those last couple of minutes. It's They haven't really challenged Tim Bacchus here in this first half. FC Tulsa's chances haven't really come in the run of play either. They've come off of set pieces or throws from the outside in, but both teams have held strong defensively. It's been kind of chippy at times, physical, the stop-start flow of this game. I think 0-0 is about right, but we've seen both teams have the ability to make something happen quickly.
Harvey Sinclair with the throw-in here. Wants a little bit more room to come up to the line and launch this one in. And he goes short here. Here is Sinclair. Decent ball needed. Good ball into the box. Cuellar with the header away. Harvey Sinclair goes to ground. And the assistant says there's no foul. It'll be another throw-in. But it will go the way, says the referee, of San Antonio. In fact, it was a free kick. Bruno Lappa there saying that he thought it was going to be a throw-in. 45th minute, 0-0. Well, soccer season is here, and SeatGeek is the official ticketing partner of the USL. Get all your USL tickets and more from the #1 ticketing site, SeatGeek, your ticket to great seats. Given away. Gillespie! Good save from the goalkeeper, who redeemed for his own error there. Him and his defenders got in a bit of a mess, and Gillespie have the most clear-cut chance of the game. And that's a pretty good save, Anna, you'd have to say, from the goalkeeper, Joey Petrini.
A bit lackadaisical in the back from Petrini, and this is what FC Tulsa does so well, kind of attacking in those moments. Gillespie tries to stay calm, but Petrini bailed himself out there with an excellent save.
The fourth officials board has gone up. There will be 3 minutes of Tulsa Tech stoppage time at the end of this first half. 3 minutes for either of these to break the deadlock. Plenty of chats here with the referee, Bruno Lappa and Ian, the two Brazilians on the side, chatting to the referee, but he's gone the way of San Antonio here, so some defending to do. Hernandez is down. Maldonado wearing 15 on the ball there. Yamosa talking to the fourth official, giving his view on things. Second season in charge for San Antonio FC. Hernandez is okay, and again, him and Maldonado, which is often the case, over the ball here. FC Tulsa have got a two-man wall, although it's a mile out. As they always say, Anna Bergel, it's a good time to score right now, isn't it, before half-time. Here's the ball, driven into the far stick, and it's going to go harmlessly through for a goal kick. We've got around about a minute and a half to play before the half-time break. Alex Tambakis just taking his time. You can see the fans up there on the grassy banks behind Tambakis' goal. Good crowd in again here at One Oak Field. Hakeem Ward only to Darm. Darm stabs it forward, looking for the run of Bruno Lappa. Petrini this time a little bit more careful, clears the ball long. Batista's underneath that one. Darm volleys it away towards the right-hand side. Cuellar's underneath this one. Here's Ian. Weber made a run straight down the middle of the field. Sinclair busy. Manages to get the ball back to Tambakis. FC Tulsa have got Harvey Sinclair just temporarily in behind the defence there. Here's Ian. That one's over the top of the... Well, I was going to say over the top of the keeper, but that's a great grab from him. bending his back there, Anna, and taking a very nice catch.
Yeah, that was a great ball in from Ian, but just a bit too far. But Petrini did well to watch that one all the way in as he had pressure coming on that far post.
Seconds left in this first half. In fact, the referee says that will do it. And we'll go into the locker rooms 0-0. There's Harvey Sinclair, who's been busy down the right-hand side, but Anna Bergel probably 0-0, about right as we go in at half-time.
Yeah, I think that's fair, but I think it's important at halftime for both teams to really settle down kind of mentally and emotionally, because there's been a lot of start-stop moments in this game. It's been chippy at times, and it can be frustrating as a player. You're trying to find that momentum and trying to get something going, and both of these teams really, they've had their moments, but will want to find more opportunity in the run of play and just more momentum going forward.
Anna Bergel, thanks for your efforts here in the first half. There's a few little bits of talking going on there between the two sets of players. They'll separate, they'll go to the locker rooms. We'll be back with the Williams halftime show right after this break. It's FC Tulsa 0, San Antonio FC 0.
My back was hurting a lot of cricks in my neck.
Lower back completely went out.
And everything hurt all at once.
You need to go to Tulsa Spine and Rehab, see Dr. Riley.
He does an adjustment, and I feel great after.
Each patient just gets 110% attention, no matter what they're here for or how long they're here.
When I leave here, I always feel so much better.
I feel stronger than I did before.
I'm happier, I feel better.
The reason that I have to stay well.
Your Western Conference champions are back. After a historic playoff run, FC Tulsa is bringing the heat back to the 918 this Saturday, March 21st at 7 p.m. Don't miss any of the thrilling goals and a world-class soccer experience in the heart of downtown. Plus, it's Gals and Goals Night. We're celebrating women who break barriers and redefine what is possible in Tulsa and beyond. The first 1,000 fans can snag this In My Soccer Era giveaway tee. It all kicks off at 7 p.m. at One Oak Field. Tickets at fctulsa.com.
Cada decisión importa, especialmente cuando se trata de tu familia y tu futuro. Los procesos migratorios pueden ser complicados, pero no tienes que enfrentarlos solo. En Rivas y Asociados estamos aquí para orientarte y acompañarte en cada paso del camino, porque tus sueños merecen atención y cuidado. Rivas y Asociados, empoderando inmigrantes y construyendo futuros. Llama hoy.
You can feel it. In steady hands, in quiet rooms, in every, you're going to be okay. A beat shaped by 100 years of showing up in heart, brain, and trauma care. A place where advanced medicine meets the human heart. Because care isn't just a calling here. It's a promise we've kept for generations. Then, now, always. Ascension St. John.
Well, no shortage of effort, plenty of physicality, but alas, no goals to bring you, as we're back with more from the Williams halftime show right after this short break.
Match day one, it's the season opener of the USL Championship.
No time like the present for these teams to make a statement and begin the campaign on the right foot.
We all have goals. But let's be honest, most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
Today, we accomplished nothing. I mean it, not a thing. And it was kinda everything.
This spring, stay 3 nights and get a $50 Best Western gift card.
Print Prinks tires in the USL help soccer journeys everywhere to drive harder. From city playgrounds to suburban sidelines, from early mornings to late nights, from fun with friends to winner takes all, from the biggest fan to the biggest heart. And at every turn, Prinks tires will be there for the long haul.
This week on USL All Access, Lexington and Louisville give us a Commonwealth Cup to remember on opening day. Plus, Ryan Martin, the head coach of Oakland Roots, joins the show.
How a relationship from his childhood and his father's best friend led to his first ever coaching job and helped lay the foundation for some of the better growth we've seen at the youth level in this country.
Every Tuesday, USL All Access on SiriusXM FC, and the next day on the USL YouTube page.
Welcome back into the Williams halftime show here at One Field. As you can see, no goals to bring you, but there have been goals in the USL Championship. So let's have a look at some of those scores, and we can see that Loudoun have gone down at home by 3-2. It's 0-0 between Lexington and Sacramento Republic. Final score there. Switchbacks have won by 3-2 over Las Vegas Lights, and also there was a win for Louisville City by 4-1 over Miami FC. And then later on we've got those games coming up: Phoenix Rising against Orange County, and also Oakland Roots versus New Mexico, and Monterey Bay versus El Paso. So we have a look at the standings. Anna, obviously only one game. In fact, some people haven't even played any, like New Mexico. But, you know, it's important you get off to a good start. And FC Tulsa, there with that 2-0 defeat, they'll want something from tonight's game, of course.
Absolutely. I mean, every team wants to start the season off on the right foot, but a lot to learn in these first few games as teams integrate with their new squad and figure out who their best lineup is and coaches get things settled.
Well, we're going to do something different this season. We're going to do the news and notes via video. So we'll introduce you now to this package, and we'll see you after this package and after the break.
It is halftime in the USL Championship. We hope you're enjoying your match so far. I'm Dan Lucas inside the USL studio with a look at some of the headlines for this week. On opening night, Louisville City rallied to defeat I-64 rival Lexington SC 2-1, extending its winning streak in season opening matches to 7. A streak that began in 2020 continues. A pair of first-year clubs collected victories in their inaugural matches. JC Obregon converted a penalty kick to lead Brooklyn FC to a 1-0 victory over Indy 11. And in League One, AC Boise went on the road to defeat Sarasota Paradise 1-0 in the inaugural match for both clubs. Let's dive into a milestone for Sacramento Republic goalkeeper Danny Vitiello, who recorded his 59th career shutout last week, a USL Championship record, 150 career appearances, with just under 40% of those games, no goals allowed. About that. We have a pair of matches coming up that will be broadcast in Spanish on 2DN Wednesday the 25th, 7 p.m. Eastern. Lexington SC hosts Brooklyn FC. Then on Saturday the 28th, 4 p.m. Eastern start between Detroit City and Charleston Battery. That's a look at the headlines for this week. Let's get you back to your match for the second half.
Get ready, Oklahoma. Something big is coming. Months of building, years of planning, all from a name you've trusted for almost 2 decades. A commercial service center built to serve the hardworking businesses of our state. And it's all happening this March. The all-new Bill Knight Ford Pro Elite, coming soon.
For most people, a job is just a job. But for skilled trades professionals, it's something more. it's a way of life. At Tulsa Welding School, we believe in the trades, the skilled trades. And we believe that being a skilled trades professional isn't just a choice. It's a badge of honor that burns bright, strong, and proud. A way of life, a badge of honor.
What does it take to safely transport 1/3 of America's natural gas? To meet the ever-growing energy demands of revolutionary technologies? To cleanly, reliably, and affordably power the world? It takes experience. 117 years worth. Experience that helps society move towards brave new horizons in technology and innovation that continues powering the future of our nation and the globe. Experience powers us.
Well, tonight's match is brought to you by Tulsa Spine and Rehab, a team of specialists in one place delivering lasting pain relief. By Williams, we make clean energy happen. And by Ascension St. John. Illness and injuries don't wait, neither do we. Ascension St. John has got you covered. Visit us at ascension.org/St. John as we have a look at the highlights, and it's been quite a physical game. Anna Bergel, 0-0, you know, we know no goals, but let's have a look at how it all went down.
Yeah, both of these teams really just kind of trying to find a rhythm. It's been a bit choppy. There have been a lot of start-stop moments in this game. This is a look at the yellow card given to Lamar Batista. Changes the way he plays as he's on a yellow, wants to be mindful. And then on the other end, again, Pirano with the yellow card against Batista. So both of these teams have had their moments, 16 total fouls in the first half. And then this was one of the main opportunities here for FC Tulsa, just trying to make things happen. A bit chaotic in the box, but able to get this one out. Dom plays a great ball in. Pierre pops this one up over. And FC Tulsa trying to find a way to break through. San Antonio FC had some corner kicks on the other end late in the first half as they were able to find more opportunities going forward. But Dave, both of these coaches heading into halftime have some work to do to try to get their teams on the ball more with more confidence.
Yeah, interesting that Delence Pierre also had another opportunity. He's had the best opportunities for FC Tulsa. Let's have a look at the stats, and I guess, 6-4 shots on target, 2-1. As you said, both coaches will be wanting more offensive opportunities and clear-cut ones as well.
Right, and in the run of play, I mean, the players on both of these teams have the ability to do so. I mean, 2 goals scored for San Antonio FC in their opener, so they'll be looking to add to that tally. FC Tulsa wanting to get on the score sheet first in their season, as they weren't able to do so in their season opener. So heading into this second half, we'll see how they can generate more chances in and around the goal and challenge both goalkeepers as well.
Let's have a look at the team of the week, and there are no fewer than 3 players from San Antonio. One was Hernandez, who's there on the bench, but pretty good to have Cronale and Pirano in there, and Sean Suba, who played here in that final for Pittsburgh Riverhounds SC, is now over at Charleston Battery. So some good names there. Anna and Danny Vitiello. What a goalkeeper, and another clean sheet against FC Tulsa last Saturday.
Yeah, he's a great goalkeeper, great performance against FC Tulsa. Congratulations to all of those players that have been recognized. And Dave, we'll have a quick look back at a special moment from last season.
Being held by the red shirts of Phoenix Rising. Coley into the box. There's a header. There's an almighty scrap. The player goes down. Referee says no. Then there's a shot. Blocked. Another shot towards you. And he scored! FC Tulsa have done it again! Can you believe it? There were seconds left on the clock! And Lukic has done it again! There is no stopping the Serbian! He does it for the 6th time, coming off the bench! You cannot get any more dramatic than that! Lukic has just put FC Tulsa into the Western Conference Final.
What a legendary call, Dave. Personally, thank you for what you've done, and on behalf of FC Tulsa, just thank you for all of the years that you've put in. I know you're taking some time away to spend more time with family, but I imagine we'll still see you in and around One Oak Field supporting the team.
I absolutely will, and I'm absolutely thrilled with that commentary, because I can honestly say in the last 10 years of doing that, that has got to be the top moment. I think, and I think he's still running, by the way, after that. And I'm very delighted to say Josh Haley, who's a good friend of ours, and he will be in the seat next week, and Josh is a great guy, and he will be bringing you all the action. So thank you everybody that's supported me, and yes, I will be there. You'll pick me up on the grassy banks over there.
We'll find you.
Well, let's see what happens in this second half as we get underway. The fireworks go off, and immediately it's Batista who's going to knock this long for FC Tulsa right down the middle of the field. Both managers then have had their chat down in the locker rooms. Will things change? Of course, very good benches they've got as well as Ian goes down. FC Tulsa have got Stefan Lukic, who we've just seen. New signing Remy Cabral. Probably expect to see him at some stage. Here's Ian. That's a good curling ball, but Tainter was in the way of that one. Still FC Tulsa have it. Sinclair goes down. Ball in the middle of the midfield. There's Delenspier winning that tackle. Tries to get it back again. Now it's played out wide to Sinclair. Sinclair left-footed, low ball, dangerous one. Good defending again from San Antonio, who will not be broken down here despite plenty of pressure from FC Tulsa, and a good start from them early in the second half, Anna.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, both teams wanting to come out on their front foot, but a great start, especially after that first half where it was just hard to find a rhythm. The start-stop nature, as we mentioned, 16 first half fouls. So great start early on here.
Here's Ian with the throw-in, still in his own half. Now Harvey Sinclair leaves it for Ian. That's been a theme of the night, that the back three will take the throw-ins. Here's Sissoko going back to Tambakis. Tambakis launches long up into the night sky, down the middle, looking for Jamie Webber. It's a good header from Cronale, and him and Tainter have stood firm. Danny Barbia gets the ball now into the left back spot. Goes back to the goalkeeper. Who clears. An interesting first half. There were a few words exchanged between the two sets of players for what they thought was a push and a little kick out there at Petrini, but the referee has been right there. It's been physical. I think he's had a good game, the referee, Anna. He's kept the lid on things, and there he is right there, Mr. Ndaya. I think he's done a good job.
Yeah, he set the tone pretty early in this game that he wasn't going to let anything go, really, and hasn't up to this point. Tried to be communicative to players as well, which I know, you know, as a player, sometimes you can get frustrated, but can appreciate that as well, trying to understand where they're coming from.
Here's Owen Darm, holds that left arm aloft, and then throws it short here to Sinclair. Back to Darm. Owen Darm, good ball into the box, punched away by the goalkeeper, and it will run away actually for a Katrina Freshmack's corner. And couple of times the young goalkeeper there has just punched away when you maybe figure that he can catch. And easy for me to say, I was never a goalkeeper, but you know, it's not an easy job, but he punched it away there. Maybe could have caught it. Jamie Webber will take this one from the FC Tulsa left. There are a whole host of players in and around Joey Petrini, the goalkeeper. Here's Webber's ball to the far post, headed back from Batista and over, and he was being heavily shackled with two defenders as well, and the danger has been averted. Underneath this one is Ian to head away. Cuello flicked on cleverly. Reverse ball. And Owen Darm is back there to clear the danger. Now San Antonio have got their long throw specialist here in Maldonado. And it could be one of those games, Anna, that is won by a set piece like this. Plenty of pushing and shoving once again. Batista goes to the ground, and the referee, I think, yeah, he's given the free kick there. And as I say, the referee's been very consistent tonight.
Yeah, he's definitely called him both ways, which is what you want. And you know, back to your point, Dave, on it might, you know, be a set piece or one of those moments. It's looking to me like one of those games where you want someone to step up.
Now here stepping up is Harvey Sinclair. Decent ball in the box needed. Well, he's won a Katrina Freshmack's corner as Harvey Sinclair, really well found down that right-hand side.
Yeah, able to find a little bit of space on that right wing. And throughout this game, I mean, there have been moments where Pierre's had some chances. We know what San Antonio FC is capable of as well, but looking for a player to kind of take over this game, bring that spark to their team. And FC Tulsa with a chance here off of a corner to maybe do just that.
There were some San Antonio fans in the stadium. Credit to them. What is it, 8-hour drive, Anna? Something like that, isn't it? Here's Weber onto the right foot. Gets pushed over. Referee says play on. Weber does really well. Header away, ball still loose in the box. Can it be cushioned down? Sissoko went sliding in. Last man is Harvey Sinclair. Towards the left-hand side, towards Ian. Ian heads back infield. Pierre again with the overhead kick. Still FC Tulsa coming forward. Batista from left to right. Weber will win the throw-in. This will be another Owen Darm long throw, you would have thought, into the box. He trots across. Good pressure from the home side here, Anna.
Yeah, this is what you want to see starting in the second half. If they continue to get more numbers going forward, you can tell they're trying to find that space out wide and apply that pressure. But San Antonio FC's defense so far has been able to absorb it.
Here is Darm up to the white line, throws it, launches it. Ian's there. There's a good header away from the defence. Sinclair, clever ball. Weber into the box. Still the danger not averted, and then the goalkeeper, Petrini, comes out and collects that one, and another player goes down in the box. Referee just wants to play on here. And now he has to stop the game. Goalkeeper's not happy. He's running towards the referee. I don't know if we can pick anything up there, Anna. There just seems to be players every now and again just going down in the box, and the referee has to stop the game.
And what we can't tell up here is what's being said on the field between the players. I mean, there's a lot of kind of off-the-ball interactions, as well as tensions have continued to rise throughout this game. Referee just trying to keep things under wraps.
Back underway. Tainter clears. Ball flicked on by Coutinho. Now in the midfield, Delancey-Pierre does well to Korchevsky. And the referee's going to bring it back for the first foul. Inside the centre circle. San Antonio playing from right to left on your screens in the red shirts. Ball swung out to the left-hand side to Owen Darm. Darm will go the long way, goes to ground, gets up again, goes past two. Can't get past the third. Wins it back though, Darm again. Now, was he taken from behind? No, says the referee. And now there's a lot of space for San Antonio to go towards goal. And there's a wonderful, wonderful tackle. Coutinho thought he was in, but Batista came out with a really fantastic tackle. That was Patino getting free, unusually with some space, but Lamar Batista, as we've seen before, will get back and make a challenge like that.
Yeah, Dom and FC Tulsa had pressed forward, and San Antonio FC taking advantage, getting in behind. But Lamar Batista, a pivotal player for FC Tulsa, a key returner for this defense, able to transition back quickly.
Katrina Freshback's corner from San Antonio taken short. Here's Ward with a left foot shot through a whole host of players. There's still time for a shot, but it's way over the top from Christian Pirana. Little smile from the Argentinian there. Five seasons with San Antonio. There's the shot, and it would have been spectacular. Alex Tambakis then. We're in the 56th minute here at One Oak Field. We can tell you that Select is proud to be the official match ball supplier of the USL Championship. From the grassroots to the pros, Select is there every step of the way. Visit us.select-sport.com for the latest Select product specials and more. Select, the player's choice. 0-0. Thanks for your company here on ESPN Plus. Dave Saunders and Hanno Berger with you. Change of ball, I think, for Owen Darm here. Again, this ball could be launched into the box. Plenty of defenders, plenty of pushing and shoving going on. I had a shot there. Here's Darm's low throw into the box. Flicked on by Ian. Is a good one. There's a push. No, says the referee. And then there's a shot coming in. Again, blocked. And now FC Tulsa still with the ball down in the corner. Want another corner, and they have got it. This is great pressure from FC Tulsa.
Really coming at all angles as well. Just the shots, but credit to the San Antonio FC defense, kind of throwing bodies in front of those shots and denying the opportunities, but the corner kicks continue to come. We'll see if FC Tulsa can execute here.
Jamie Webber short to Lapper. Lapper back to Webber. Webber one step over, left-footed chip into the box, flicked away. Again, standing firm on the San Antonio defense. FC Tulsa still looking for their first goal of the season, having lost by 2-0 last week. Owen Darm, those arms must be getting tired. He's had several throws. There's the likes of Sissoko, Pierre, Batista, all up from the back. Here's Darm, gets it back from Lapper. Oh, Darm goes down. No foul, says the referee. Darm's won it back in the corner there, and then loses it again. And that's going to run away for a goal kick.
FC Tulsa, good pressure, but it'll be interesting to see how they can adjust. The San Antonio FC defense has held strong, and a lot of those moments have come off of a cross in the air and has been dealt with fairly well. So from an FC Tulsa standpoint, might have to get a bit more creative to find a way through the San Antonio FC defense, because the ball's in the air, the challenges in the 18-yard box have been there from the defense for San Antonio.
Referee has blown the whistle, said there was a late challenge. Congratulations to Detroit, who won by 3-0 against the new team Brooklyn tonight. And also, as we said, Louisville City off to a flying home start, 4-1. Winners against Miami. Loudoun 2, Pittsburgh 3. Colorado Springs Switchbacks 3, Las Vegas Lights 2, and it was 1-1 between Rhode Island and the new team Sporting Jacks. Here, 0-0. The score as Ian gets set to take another throw-in for FC Tulsa. Chesky has impressed me doing that unsung hero work in the middle. There's a ball into the box, it's headed away. by Cronali. It's going to go away for another Katrina Freshmack's corner. Well, FC Tulsa are piling on the pressure, Anna, but every time the ball comes in, San Antonio seems to be able to defend it really well.
Yeah, and that just shows you never know what might happen if the ball gets played in a dangerous area. It's forcing San Antonio FC, even if maybe it's not imminent pressure, they're doing the safe thing, knocking it out, resulting in corner kick opportunities for FC Tulsa.
Referee again is going to have to go in and sort out some pushing and shoving there. Sissoko is in there. Mitch Tainter, the captain, very experienced, in there as well. Lapper's having a word. Harvey Sinclair in there as well. Strandai, the referee, in the thick of things, sorting everything out. And we await the Katrina Freshmack's corner, because now A.B. Sissoko, the captain, is talking to the referee. It remains 0-0. We've played an hour. Feature of the world game, I think, at the moment, Anna, that there's all this pushing and shoving. You never pushed anyone when you played.
Honestly, I probably should have been more physical.
Me too. Here's the corner. Weber, good ball into the box, headed away towards the 18-yard line. It's headed away again. Now it finishes up at the feet of Owen Darm. It's wide on that left-hand side. Away comes San Antonio with a long ball down that right-hand side, looking for Akeem Ward. Harvey Sinclair is covered every blade of grass across to sweep up there, and it remains 0-0. Now there's going to be a substitution.
Substitution coming in the 62nd minute for San Antonio. For 99,
Christian Soto is going to come on, wearing 99, replacing the number 9, which is Patino, who's worked hard up front. Hasn't had a lot of change out of the back three from FC Tulsa. Soto's experienced, and he will come on here, see if he can break the deadlock for San Antonio FC. Again, the referee now at the other end of the field, having to sort out pushing and shoving. Danny Barbia's in there wearing 17. He's now being spoken to by the referee. Tainter has a little chat with Harvey Sinclair. Here's the throw-in. Tainter's there to try and flick it on. Ball loose in the area. Throw in then for San Antonio. Cuello's going to take this one. FC Tulsa looking to make a couple of substitutions. Now, another mistake by the goalkeeper, and that's run away, and I think that's going to be another Katrina Freshmack's corner there. A nervy moment from the goalkeeper, Joey Petrini there. So Remy Cabral, signed this season, is going to come on. And we all know what Stefan Lukic can do from the bench. Anna, is this another moment for him tonight to change things?
He's definitely accustomed to that. FC Tulsa fans happy to see him on the field. Might bring that spark to FC Tulsa up front. Cabral as well, 2023 MLS Next Pro Golden Boot winner. So he has the ability to score as well.
Katrina Freshmack's corner from the left. Weber with it towards the far post. Batista's in there. It's going to come out here, but the referee said there was a push. Stefan Lukic, the Serbian 29-year-old, I mean, who can forget that late goal that we showed you in the playoff, the last kick against Phoenix Rising FC? Don't forget his 92nd minute versus Colorado Springs Switchbacks in the first round. That was in the 92nd minute, and he just became a hero overnight here at One Oak Field and in Tulsa, didn't he? He's just a really, really good guy and just loves this football club, and what time to score goals and how important they were as well.
Definitely, and it also just shows, again, the depth of this FC Tulsa team when you have players like him and Luke Spencer trying to bring on additional kind of force here in the attacking third to see if something can change here offensively.
Headed away by Batista. Thanks to your company here on ESPN Plus and My41 here in Tulsa. We hope you're enjoying this one. Dave Saunders joined by former professional Anna Bergel. 0-0 the score, but there's still time for drama, which we know there can be plenty of drama here at One Oak Field. Ward. Fowler staying with it. Now almost into the feet there of Stefan Lukic. Well, in as few as 7 months, you could be a trained welder, HVAC, refrigeration technician, or electrician. Learn more at tws.edu. That's tws.edu. 66th minute. There's the substitute, Christian Sorter, who's making a nuisance of himself up front. There's Ian. He thought he should have had something there, but it's going to be a San Antonio ball here with Hernandez, who's going to take this Katrina Freshmax corner from the San Antonio left. Crowd looking on. 5 players inside the 18-yard box for the visitors. Hernandez into the box as a header away by Batista. And now the referee said there was a push anyway from Maldonado, who was in there. Both teams resetting. Both defences, it's been a feature of the game, have just held so firm with everything that's been thrown in at them.
They have, and I mean, I think there's something to be said about, we've obviously talked about the foul count, but they're trying to establish space, they're trying to kind of assert dominance, and in that defensive area, both teams have done that, which has made it extremely difficult to break through, and the creativity hasn't been there as much. So both of these teams needing something different, a bit of a spark, because defensively they've been very organized and tough to break down.
Harvey Sinclair into the box. Cabral's in there! And he doesn't hit it like he would have liked it. But it does spin away for a Katrina Freshmax corner. But that would have been a really good first touch of the game for the new signing, Remy Cabral. Let's have a look at what actually happened here, Anna.
Again, Sinclair with the delivery. This one knocks in behind. And it's tough to see if it was like a simultaneous kick. But Cabral.
Weber into the box, flicked away. I think it was outstanding defending from Alex Granale, who I think got there before Cabral. Good defending. Remains at 0-0. 68th minute here at One Oak Field. Ball dumped into the box again, and the goalkeeper lets that one go through for a goal kick. Well, can't watch the match? Turn on Sirius XM FC 157, North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk. As Harvey Sinclair comes forward again, here's to Lentz Pierre, a long way out into the box. Lukic tries to throw it through. Lukic again out towards that left-hand side. Owen Dunn, FC Tulsa knocking on the door again, headed away. Soto heads in field. Now it's become a little bit end-to-end as San Antonio with Ward down that right-hand side. Soto, first time ball, and that one's going to go through. And I can tell you about Sirius XM FC 157, North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk, including USL All Access on Tuesday nights, plus hear live matches from the USL, MLS, Premier League and more, all on Sirius XM FC 157 and the Sirius XM app. Weber goes down. That will be another foul. Fouls conceded. That's the 14th foul committed by San Antonio in this game to FC Tulsa's 9. Is this the moment that Jamie Weber delivers an assist into the box for the home team? Or do once again San Antonio stand firm here and keep it at 0-0? Here's the ball to the far post. It's headed towards goal and tipped away around the post by Petrini. It was Batista, that man in shot there, got there on the end of that one with his 6'5" frame. Katrina Freshmack's corner. Good header from Batista.
Was good delivery in with pace to that far post, and Batista, his frame, able to rise up and get that one back in a dangerous area, forcing Petrini to make a save.
Ball to the far post, headed down and into the arms of Petrini. That time it was Pierre there, who's had probably FC Tulsa's 3 best chances of the game. 2 in the first half. Remember that one-on-one with the goalkeeper when he got himself in trouble, then got himself out of trouble. Pierre playing in that central midfield role. Versatility player. Sissoko wins a good header over Sorto. Harvey Sinclair. We understand that Coach Yamosa is going to make a triple substitution here to try and shake things up a little bit. Well, there's another foul committed by Owen Darm. He's worked hard down the left-hand side. Not going to have the substitutions just yet. Trini, the goalkeeper, rolls it across to Tainter. Excuse me, Babir, who played it forward there. Tainter had gone wide on the left-hand side. Hakeem Ward is pushing more up on the right-hand side. Cuello doing the same on the left. 3 centre-backs with Babir, Tainter and Cronale. There is Cronale heading it forward. That one has been threaded down the right-hand side. And now we will get those substitutions. And on will come Nelson Blanco, Kurt Kaloff and Luke Harkinson.
Number 4, Nelson Blanco, replaces number 22, Amo Cuello.
Cuello's come off the field.
For San Antonio, number 6, Kurt Kaloff.
Kaloff comes on.
Dimitri Arafi.
Arafifa's come off, and
number 7, Luke
Harkinson will come on for Pirano. So always brave when a coach brings on 3 at once, Anna, and this could be what San Antonio needs here to break the deadlock.
Yeah, bringing on 3 definitely changes the dynamic of the team, but at this stage in the game, both coaches kind of looking for something to change here. Obviously still searching for that first goal, and as we mentioned early on in the season, you're trying to see the new players and give opportunities to see who your best 11 might be, but this is an important change, and about this time in the game is when you start to see some of those substitutions.
Well, Bill Knight Ford Pro Elite is here from a name you've trusted for almost 2 decades, a commercial sales and service centre to serve the hard-working businesses of our state, is opening this March. Visit BillKnightFordProElite.com for details. Batista was fouled. Still time for all 3 results to be possible here in this game in the USL Championship. Thanks to your company here on ESPN Plus. Dave Saunders, Hannah Burgle with you. Also here locally on My 41 here in Tulsa. Alex Tambakis chipping that one towards the left-hand side. Free header away. Sissoko has to go across and play it all the way back to Tambakis, who is on the edge of his area. Right foots the ball, looking for Cabral right down the middle, doesn't reach him. Ian gets a header in. The defenders have been on top. Now there's an offside there. Breaking the lines there was Hernandez, but just went a little bit too quickly. FC Tulsa had stepped up. Harvey Sinclair looking for Remy Cabral. Sinclair went in with a very strong challenge. Sissoko. Pierre brings it down on his left knee. Now he gets pulled down. Game littered with fouls. Valencia has got a yellow card for pushing Pirano away. To be fair, Pirano was trying to stop the restart, but you can't kind of shove twice in front of the referee.
No, referee just trying to separate the teams here and calm things down. We'll get another look, but this has really been kind of the theme of the evening here. It's just been pretty chippy. Both teams trying to really just establish themselves, but right in front of the referee. And to be fair, I mean, players have tried to delay quick starts. They've really had a lot of off-the-ball interactions as well. So just something that referees been mindful of throughout the game and has really changed the flow of this game as well.
Remains 0-0. Mr. Ndai has been in charge of this one, sorted everything out very well. 76 minutes have gone, and FC Tulsa with AB Sissoko right on halfway, as you can see. Tries to play it down that right-hand side, but just overcooked that one. It's going to be a throw-in. Harvey Sinclair could not keep the ball in. Throw-in taken by Blanco, who did start the game last week, had to be content with being on the bench today. Kochevsky has performed well in the midfield. Now again, more shenanigans, and the referee is going to show a yellow card for Kochevsky. He's a new signing. Let's just have a look at this, Anna.
Again, the physicality here, but you see just the after the fact, trying to delay, just both teams, really the word that comes to mind, just the annoyance. They're trying to just really stop the flow.
Long ball into the box, headed away by Sissoko yet again. Cabral got to push in the back now. Webber's got a little bit of freedom here. The home side streaming forward. That's good defending, and now Pierre's in there again. And now the ball hits the referee. It's all happening. And in the end, the referee, I think, has given a free kick to FC Tulsa. It's been a very busy night for the referee. But again, I say, I'm always open to praising good referees, and I think he's been in the thick of it, and he's done extremely well.
He's been hit a couple times too.
That was a good challenge by Ward. And then there's four players going for the ball. Delancey-Pierre's in there. Webber picks up the ball. Harkinson's in there as well. Batista holds Pierre back. And the poor old referee, I think, got hit with the ball. Batista, wearing 15 for FC Tulsa, drives it to the right-hand side. Harvey Sinclair keeps it in. He's done well down that right-hand side tonight. Ian will let that ball spin away for a throw into FC Tulsa. 12 minutes left of the 90. Ian has to retreat a few yards. Now launches it down the right-hand side. Cabral's beaten in their header by Maldonado, but it will be another throw-in for Owen Dahm. He will launch this one in, and we said earlier on in the commentary, this could be the kind of set play that wins the game of football tonight. Just needs a header and a drop down, somebody in space, and the deadlock could be broken. Owen Dahm signalling to someone here as he launches low into the box. It's headed away. throw into FC Tulsa. FC Tulsa are going to make another substitution in just a moment, but Owen Dahm there again, getting as long a run up as he can, up to the white line, throws it into the danger area. It's flicked on the far post. Here is Ian. Ian clips it back left-footed into the danger area, and then Sissoko heads it really towards the corner flag more than towards the goal. Still FC Tulsa come forward. Where's the ball gonna bounce here? Lukic. Now referee will have to stop the game because there's a player down, a defender for San Antonio. I think it's Hakeem Ward down there. Say it again, said it at half time. It's been a physical game. No quarter being given.
You have to be mindful as well. I mean, the margin of error as this game continues to go on, about 10 minutes or so in regulation, is pretty thin. I mean, you lose a mark, you make a mistake. We've seen that might be the difference in one of these games, but also the fouls that have been conceded, you don't want to give away something in and around the 18. So this last 10 minutes, something to be mindful of, because it has been physical, it has been chippy. We have to be smarter here in these last few minutes, definitely with the 0-0 scoreline.
FC Tulsa's next game, Little Rock Rangers on Wednesday. In the cup, here's Ian. Lukic in some space. Left-footed ball wide to Owen Dahm, who cushions it down. Batista's there for him, another player. Lens-Pierre went down. Here's Jamie Webber trying to make some magic inside the box. Again, San Antonio defense stands firm. It's been that night. That's why we're standing at 0-0 in the 82nd minute. Ian with a slightly loose pass, but Tambakis will keep that one in. Clears his lines up towards Lukic. Long ball forward, headed away by Batista. And then Soto, I think, got caught in two minds there. It's going to be a goal kick, and we can see FC Tulsa making a substitution here. Lens-Pierre has worked very hard in the midfield. Will make way for the new signing, Raheem Somersall, the St Kitts and St Nevis international. Somersall, who did start the game in midfield, played the majority of that game in the middle. Another exciting signing. 4 seasons with North Carolina, signed in January of this year. Webber. Will Sinclair keep it in? No, he won't. In fact, Annie, when you look at the middle of the park, you've got Somersall, you've got Kocheski, the new signings. Lens-Pierre played in there. Don't forget the players from last season as well. Coley, Serrato. You know, there's good battle, good competition for places. And I remember asking Luke Spencer, I said, I guess you want competition in all places, and he said, absolutely right you do. Owen Dahm just slightly late with the challenge there in the box, but you know, he said that, and that's what you want as a coach, isn't it? Yes, not everybody's gonna be wanting to play on the bench, but you've got to work for your place, and to have competition in every single place.
Right, and that's really how he operates. As we get a quick look here at that last sequence, Lukic trying to find that central run, and just kind of the reckless challenge a bit at the end from Dom, but good build-up. But Luke Spencer, I mean, he doesn't want complacency in the lineup. He wants to continue to try to breed that competition, as you mentioned, and a ton of quality players that he's brought in. And as we saw last season, even as FC Tulsa was leading the Western Conference and continuing to show well, he continued to bring in quality players. He's always looking to improve his squad, and that's just something that players have to buy into. And last season they were able to do that and find success, and they'll look to do that again this year.
Tell you what, there are players going down all over the field here. Just clashes all over the park. Referee again having to keep an eye everywhere. Here's Batista from deep in his own half. Launches it forward. Cabral's there. Tainter got a header in. Cabral heads it down. Lukic is battling away. Anywhere will do for a moment from the visitors as Batista goes back, has to make a decision. Does really well. Back to Tambakis, who clears from inside his own 6-yard box, and that one will go away for a throw-in for San Antonio. Well, eFootball is here. Live your dream, rep your team, and play as your favourite USL Championship club. eFootball is free to play. Download now. Danny Barbia. Sissoko has to come across. Blanco will make the run down that left-hand side, but Tambakis will scoop that one away and out. Kalov. Barbia to Tainter. Tainter nutmegs the Serbian. Cabral gets a challenge in, and it's broken loose here. Here's Cabral. Corner of the box, overlapping run. Sinclair clips it to the far post, headed away. It's going to come out to Owen Darm, who scoops it over the bar, and it's been that kind of night from outside of the box, and it remains 0-0. And we're now playing 3.5 minutes of the 90, and we're going to see one more substitution as the crowd look on. And we're going to see Santiago Suarez taking the place of Hernandez. Well, there's been no shortage of effort tonight, has there?
No, I mean, end to end, both teams, they're making those overlapping runs. They're making those transition runs back defensively as well if they've gotten caught too far or out of position. The effort has been there consistently. The physicality obviously has been there, but both teams have just not been able to break through defensively.
Sissoko having his shirt pulled by Harkinson, still heads it away. Throw in now, time to slow the game down for both teams. That's a good throw, but Ian saw that danger. Summersall tries to head it forward in the middle of the park. Darm has committed a foul. Hakeem Ward it was, he was brought down, the 30-year-old. The ex-Birmingham Legion and Memphis 901 man. There's Owen Darm with the smile because he doesn't believe he committed the foul, but like you said, Anna, it's a little bit far out, but you don't want to be conceding fouls in a tight game, do you, late on in this game?
Well, especially when the run of play has really kind of been limited because of the fouls. We'll get another look here at that last sequence with Dom coming in a bit strong there, but this late, we've talked about you don't want to make a mistake, obviously, but off of the set pieces, that's where some of those opportunities have come from. That second ball, the knockdown as well, so want to be mindful of where you are on the field and not concede anything dangerous this late in the game. Summersall getting some attention here.
Yeah, I think it might have been a bang on the head. So I think he will have to leave the field. He's going to take the shortest route off the field. There with Destiny La Laguna, who does so much good work, keeping the players free from injury and dealing with the injuries. Summersall has to go to the halfway line, out of shot there, so temporarily FC Tulsa down to 10. Well, I've often said it from this privileged position, Anna, do we have drama in store here inside the last minute and whatever the referee deems to add on here at One Oak Field? It's a long way out for Christian Sorto, but he's going to have a go. Takes some confidence, doesn't it, to drive one from that distance, but it wasn't that far away from Soto.
No, it had good power behind it. Has to be special to beat a keeper with the experience that Tim Bacchus has. So he'll put this one back in play. As FC Tulsa will try to surge forward here in these last minutes of regulation.
San Antonio will also be in cup action against AFC New Stars on Wednesday. We're going to have 4 minutes at Tulsa Tech stoppage time. This would be the time to win the game of football. 4 minutes then in the season home opener for FC Tulsa, and for San Antonio here to follow up their fine home win last week. Tambakis will collect this one. Batista sweeps it out to the left-hand side to Owen Dahm. Dahm, driving run from him. Infield here to Kochevsky. Harvey Sinclair. And the referee has blown the whistle, and I think he's going to bring it back for a free kick. Again, very fine refereeing in my opinion. FC Tulsa may have said, Anna, they had advantage there, but I think when you look at where the free kick is, he spotted a pull, and Jamie Webber and Stefan Lukic might fancy this one.
We've seen FC Tulsa be dangerous in these moments last season, especially when you have Jamie Webber standing over this one, Lukic with him as well. Only a few minutes left, 4 minutes of added time. So we're getting down to the wire here, and San Antonio FC defensively has been organized. They've held strong. They've cleared the ball well. Will want to do so again here.
Is it Lukic with the left foot or Jamie Webber with the right? Three-man wall. Referee blows whistle. Lukic comes up, tries to curl it round that wall. Wall did its job. Webber can dump it back into the box. There's an offside flag. Omar Batista. And we've played 2 minutes of the 4 to be added on. Well, these two have battled hard all night. It's been a very physical game. There's been yellow cards. Tambakis, you would say, probably hasn't had a save to make. Certainly this man in shot has been the busier keeper, but he's got a very good defence in front of him, which means that we've got this 0-0 scoreline. Whacked forward by Harvey Sinclair. Owen Dahm missed. Akeem Ward wants to get there, but Dahm gets back. He's got to be careful. He gets pushed to the ground. Batista's right in there with Ward. And the referee says that will be a yellow card for Akeem Ward. Is there one last opportunity then in the last minute? Dahm has worked hard and gets up. He was rather shoved to the ground here, Anna.
Yeah, Dahm just trying to see this one out. It was just the extension there and the shove, but I think Dahm fell a bit awkwardly as well.
Well, it's now or never. There's 35 seconds left. Tambakis will have to get this way up the field. Another header away. Forward, Cabral nearly got the 1-2 with Lukic. And now San Antonio want one last opportunity, but Sissoko, very clever play from him. Sinclair looking for the run of Cabral, headed away. Kochevsky tries to play the ball in field. Ian gets the challenge in. Good challenge from Ian. FC Tulsa diving into challenges. Now Cabral's in! Here's Harvey Sinclair. Goes the long way round. Can he clip a good ball? It comes off the defender, headed away. Seconds left. And in fact, the referee says that will do it. And it ends in a stalemate. FC Tulsa 0, San Antonio 0. And both sets of players will shake hands. It's been a physical game, Anna, but alas, both goalkeepers and defences keep the ball from going in their net, and it ends up unusually at One Oak Field 0-0.
Really throughout the game, I mean, you felt both teams just trying to find some kind of breakthrough, but it just never really happened. The stop-start nature of this game, the referee was definitely busy. There was a lot of, off-the-ball interaction, some chippiness happening throughout this game, and just some frustrations from both teams, and neither team really ever able to find a rhythm. Now, Petrini had to do some work defensively in goal. FC Tulsa kept him busy throughout the night. Tambakis didn't have as much to do in his goal, but for the most part, both teams just not able to find things on the offensive front.
Yeah, I think 0-0's probably about right. I think we saw two very good defences. Luke Spencer there is in a chat there with the referee about something. We're going to try to show you in a moment some highlights from the game, but let's have a look at the stats of the game. And there we had a total of 22 shots, but only 5 of them on target.
Yeah, I mean, I think that tells a story there. Just FC Tulsa as well on the attacking front. They had multiple chances off of corners, but were never really able to execute those. San Antonio FC defensively, we've said it all night, did pretty well, but the fouls just continued to ramp up for both teams, and just the frustration building, and about even on possession, but really 0-0 I think is fair at the end of the day as the way this game played out.
Well, we can't show you any goals in our full-time highlights, but we can show you how this battle unfolded, Anna.
Yeah, as this game started, I mean, a couple of early yellow cards, and that changes the dynamic of the game, especially for some of your prominent players. You have to be mindful of how you play the rest of the game, and then this is a bit how the game looked, just kind of chaotic at times, and FC Tulsa able to pop this one out. And this was one of the better opportunities in the first half. Owen Dom, good ball in. Pierre pops that one up over. But then again, just the physicality between these two teams, but the effort never lacked, Dave. They just continued to fight, trying to find a way through, throwing bodies on the line defensively as well. This was San Antonio FC's better opportunity, able to find a way in behind with space, but Lamar Batista did a great job there tracking back. San Antonio FC off of the long throw, they were able to defend those pretty well throughout the evening as well, but this was really just a story, just trying to kind of make it difficult for either team to find a rhythm, and ultimately neither team was able to find a goal.
Yeah, 0-0. We'll come back. We'll wrap this one up. It's finished here. FC Tulsa 0, San Antonio FC 0.
I couldn't lay down, I couldn't stand up.
Shoulder blade and the muscles between the shoulder blades.
Bent over, couldn't stand up straight.
The pain just got progressively worse.
Turns out that I had scoliosis.
When I walked into Tulsa Spine and Rehab for the first time, I definitely felt very welcomed.
Dr. Riley, I just made an automatic connection.
He's going to take care of you and your needs and get you going.
I walked out of here and I didn't have a crick in my neck anymore.
There is truly here the desire to help people get better.
Well, welcome back into One Oak Field. As you can see, it's finished 0-0. There's no shortage of physicality an effort from both teams, but alas, it has finished as a stalemate. FC Tulsa have 1 point from their 2 games, 4 points for San Antonio. We can tell you that Owen Darm has been named as the sponsor's home player of the match. Let's have a look at the upcoming schedules, and it all gets going at Little Rock Rangers in the Cup for FC Tulsa. And Anna, as we always say, the next game is always the most important, but a little bit of cup football, and then back here with Las Vegas Lights next week.
Yeah, FC Tulsa, I mean, still looking for their first win of the season, but those early games just trying to sort things out, find a rhythm, so they'll have a good opportunity at Little Rock Rangers. You mentioned coming back home in front of home fans, and they'll be home for a while, and then on the road at Oakland Roots SC on the 18th of April. So a time for them to find their rhythm, find their lineup, and Luke Spencer for his team to get organized.
Of course, that is the US Open Cup, as you can see. Round 1 down there at the bottom of our caption. Let's have a look at the San Antonio schedule. They also are in that Open Cup round against Aria Soccer Club. And then they have New Mexico at home, and then Lexington away, Monterey Bay, Orange County SC. 2 good defences on display tonight, Anna Bergel, and as we say, you know, it's not surprising that that's come out 0-0 with those 2 defences on display.
No, both teams really didn't give anything up defensively, which made it really difficult. And I think the creativity from the attacking front was lacking a bit tonight. Just weren't able to find a way through. As you get a look here at Owen Dom, the man of the match for FC Tulsa, and there were individual players that had decent games. The effort definitely wasn't lacking, but an opportunity for both teams to kind of look back, see where they might need to make tweaks on the offensive front and move forward.
Yeah, there's Bailey Sparks, one of the new signings this season. Played his college ball at SMU, just getting his warm-up there. There's been new faces in the team. And there's Delence Pierre, big smile on his face. Owen Darm, who got the sponsors man of the match. Anna Bergel, thanks so much to you for not only tonight, but also for the years that I've worked with you. Thanks to Blake and the team, all our camera operators, and all the sound people that bring you the sights and the sounds. You're with Josh Haley next week, so you're in good hands. FC Tulsa will be back again here at One Oak Field. Thank you again for your company. It's finished FC Tulsa 0, San Antonio 0. So long. Take care, everybody. See you next time.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent of the United Soccer League.